Hey everyone, Hippie Gypsy Reader here again with another monthly tarot reading covering November 2022 for Taurus placements. This is for Taurus anywhere in your natal chart. This reading is for you. Cross watchers are always welcome. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed. This is going to be the extended look to that mini reading that I start over on TikTok and then cross post to Instagram and Facebook. If you're over here from any one of those platforms, I appreciate your curiosity and appreciate you joining us over here to look at the extended reading where I'm going to go deeper into clarification, run out some advice, and then look at some oracle to close out the reading for you all for this month. And if you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. All of your love, all of your support, thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all being a part of my growth. I appreciate all of the views, likes, shares, comments, follows, subscribe, saves, everything across the board, every platform. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate your energetic exchange. That helps me to attune to your guides, and hopefully I can be able to kind of hone in on a situation to be able to offer you some guidance and clarity, hopefully answer some questions. Those are my goals, right? Okay, and we are going to take what fits and throw out the rest. These are for the general collective. If you are interested in getting a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description box attached to this video if you would like a more personalized reading. Otherwise, we are going to take what fits, throw out the rest, as this is for everyone, right? And we will go back over that reading here in just a second. If you are interested in that mini reading, those links are in the description box as well. Feel free to run over there. That is a quick 3-minute video. It will tell you how all these cards got on the table and my initial reaction. If you're not interested, don't worry. We will go back over everything here briefly, and then we will jump back into the clarification indicated at the beginning of the video. If you're brand new here, welcome. My name is Cody. I appreciate you being curious and a part of my growth. I'm brand new to the tarot reading circuit online, but I have been doing this for years, and I'm so thrilled to finally be on my divine path of being able to bring this to the masses. I appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for all of your exchange of energy, all of your love, all of your support. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like the vibe, and hit that subscribe button if you are so inclined. I'm trying to post monthlies all the time, and I try to do dailies as well. So feel free to help yourself to any other videos I have posted. I've already done the daily for today. Okay, we'll jump right back in here. I am going on another tangent. Let's focus on the energies. We've got the Devil card coming out for you all for today. Okay, so the Devil card indicates that we have an addiction. We have temptation. There's a possible cheater energy coming in. So this is about something that is luring our attention away from anything that we should be invested in, right? So this is an addiction to sex, drugs, alcohol, pornography, gambling, what have you. Something is luring your attention away. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. For that first week, we are emotionally walking away. We have a search for truth and happiness happening here because we are taking a leave from something that we were very emotionally invested in, right? So 8 of Cups is about walking away, emotional removal from a situation. Coming into that second week, we've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is an apology. This is also happy news. This could be an indication about some youthful, happy energy as well, with that page energy coming through. Somebody could possibly be bringing you an apology on that second week. We'll get some clarification on that. In the third week, we've got a truth, a clarity, some sort of clear communication is coming in for that third week. So we've got that Ace of Swords coming out for us there. And by the end of the month, we have equality, balance. This is reciprocity. This could be also you taking off and doing some charity. So we do have Pentacles ending out the month, which is back into your earth energy here, but this is about being more fair, balanced, right? Could be you finally giving and receiving, as you have been probably in the imbalanced kind of state here so far, as things are coming back into a peaceful resolution for you. We have the Seven of Wands showing up. So 7 of Wands tells you that you are guarded. You're very protective. You've got a lot of reasons to stand up for your beliefs, but you're feeling very, very guarded here. So somebody's holding tight to their beliefs. We have a Tower moment. So after the Devil card comes the Tower. So Once we have to deal with these addictions, everything is torn down so that we can rebuild to make things stronger and better, right? So the Tower is about total disruption, chaos, upheaval, okay? And then we have the King of Cups coming through, telling us about emotional maturity, being emotionally grounded. If you'll notice in the background here, there's a lot of chop in this ocean. Things are kind of chaotic all around the king, yet he sits calm, cool, and collected because somebody is very emotionally grounded, right? That's also somebody who's very loving and caring. And then we have the Six of Swords showing up, telling us that we are moving on, we're healing, okay? So we're taking this information, this truth, this knowledge, and we're moving on to calmer waters so that we can move on to healing energy. This comes after that Five of Swords, so this is about taking off and going and doing some healing after some sort of aggression, some sort of issue that has occurred. Here comes the Three of Cups talking about celebratory energy. We do want to watch out for this energy with the Devil card up here because this is also about indulgence, right? Coming together in the celebratory energy as they are obviously in drink, okay? So this is a possibility for that, but this talks about, again, celebration. That is also the third party energy when it reverses. I don't reverse this large deck because it is too hard to shuffle in the way I shuffle my other decks, but that is a possibility with that. We do have that Ace of Cups coming through. So there is a brand new beginning happening. This is a new offer for something of an emotional investment, some sort of romantic offer possibly as well. Virgo energy showing up with the Hermit. So you're in search of truth. This is more healing energy as well. And this is somebody that is in search for some sort of introspection. This is about spiritual guidance and spiritual enlightenment also, right? So pulling out to that strong transformative healing energy. All right, we do have the Two of Cups at the bottom of this deck talking about some sort of divine union. This is a spiritually divinely guided partnership with someone else. This doesn't have to be romantic, although it very well could be, as this is soulmate energy, but this is also a possibility for you having an emotional investment with a partner. Of that Two of Cups coming in. And this is also about forward planning here with that Three of Wands. So somebody's making plans for the future and they're moving ahead into the future here. More of that forward motion. We have the Six of Swords over here, Three of Wands over here. So we are making moves towards our forward progress here, right? With the Eight of Cups talking about more movement again. And then we have everything is fine. You've had all this backstabbing, all this betrayal, yet you are trying to keep the chin up here with that everything is fine card. This is about betrayal, deceit, and all that, but you'll notice at the bottom, most of the time it will just say Ten of Swords, which means that is a completion of something. Something is done, something has ended, but that is backstabbing, betrayal. But this says, I'm good. Like she is on her phone. She is just going to sit there and just hang out for a minute. Let it kind of, I'm going to just, I'm good. I'm fine. It's kind of that energy I get from that card, right? So a potentially volatile situation is coming up whenever the Archangel comes in with the Temperance card, which pulls you into the need to be very patient, have a peaceful, calm, harmonious type of energy, because this is the way that you conquer the volatile situations, right? With that Temperance card showing up, could be dealing with Sagittarius. And then we have Aquarian energy showing up about Star card here. This is about hopes, dreams, wishes coming true, right? Could also be dealing with somebody in the spotlight, as that's quite literally star energy. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is about somebody being very supportive, very generous, very loving, very nurturing. Again, more emotional grounded energy again. So King of Swords showing up over here talks about using your head over your heart. This is somebody who has a plan. They're very logical, very clear thinking with that King of Swords. And then the Eight of Pentacles talks about being hard at work. This is somebody who is learning. They're using a lot of tenacity to be able to just kind of focus on their pentacle, on their come up, okay? Interestingly, we progress from emotion to pentacle, and on here we are progressing from emotion to pentacle. So I do kind of feel like there is a little story that's going to come up here. We're going to get clarification here quickly, and we'll run out some advice from the bottom of this deck. Get my glasses, quit pretending like I can see. There you are. All right, let's look at the Eight of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and then we'll close out with the Devil, and then run out the advice from the bottom of this deck. Tell me about that Eight of Cups, please, universe, from my beautiful collective. Ten of Swords reversed. So the Ten of Swords shows up again. This time it is reversing, talking about moving upward, okay? We're escaping ruin because we're learning from the past. That's a beautiful card coming out in the reverse, especially on top of the Eight of Cups, because when we are choosing to search for happiness, that is because we are rising above some sort of disaster that we have survived. Could be having to do with these addictions here, with the Devil card showing up. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups, please, universe. Tell me, spirit guides, please, about this Eight of Cups. Wow. One more, please, for the, okay. Nine of Swords. They do this. They go 10 to the 9. So we do have fear and anxiety showing up, and here comes the Queen of Wands. And when it is not a fire sign reading, I do see that other readers as well use the Queen of Wands as a third-party energy. This is somebody who's getting the attention of someone, right? So that Queen of Wands comes through. That's somebody who's very attractive, very sexy, charismatic, okay? So somebody is very capable of receiving attention here. So that is that Queen of Wands. This is also someone who is very confident, very independent. So this could be you moving on from a situation and you have a lot of fear and remorse and regret about a situation, yet you're more focused on this Queen of Wands energy for some of you. You could be moving into this kind of independent, confident, determined type of energy because you're going to push on and you're kind of taking on this addiction, this temptation, this cheater energy with this feeling of, I am also a Queen of Wands energy is what I'm kind of feeling for some of you. For others of you, this is somebody that you're having to move on from. Again, moving on. The Six of Swords popped out right when I said moving on, which is literally what Six of Wands is. Calmer waters, healing, calm after a storm, overcoming, right? So the Page of Cups comes out. We also have the High Priestess showing up, talking about more healing, okay? So this is somebody who uses a lot of intuition. They're keeping things to themselves, but they are focused on their spirituality. This is somebody who's very, very smart, okay? And they're very closed off with what they know, okay? Tell me more about this Page of Cups. One more card, please. Just clarify this Page of Cups, or two. We have the Fool that came out with the Four of Swords. So, again, more fear and anxiety, but we're pulling into a state of wanting some sort of self-protection with this because you're kind of pulling back. After the Three of Swords, we moved into the Four of Swords to heal, right? To have a moment of rest. This is a moment of regrouping so that we can have an introspection to figure out what's going on. We want to have a new beginning here. We want to start over with the Fool card showing up. Could be dealing with an Aries, but this talks about somebody being a little bit kind of free-spirited, kind of taking some sort of spontaneity approach to having a new beginning. But you're being pulled back into your meditation. Meditation here a couple of times. I do kind of consider the High Priestess to be a meditative card because that is somebody who is very quiet. They use their inner voice. They're very intuitive. They connect with their higher power. And how do you do that? Through meditation. Okay, with the Four of Swords coming out with the High Priestess, definitely focus on that energy. And I do feel like a lot of your joy and happiness and starting over with this Page of Cups is going to come from this healing, this moving on, right? Ace of Swords, please. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Two more cards. Thank you. So the Three of Wands wanted to flip over, and I'm looking at holding on to the past, okay? So when the Three of Wands reverses, we have a lack of progress. A bit of a self-doubt, and that could be coming out with some sort of truth here in that third week. In the third week, it does look like some sort of clarity is brought forward. Seven of Pentacles wanted to cross, which has you feeling like you have some sort of realization that there was a poor investment. You were looking for a return of investment, which leaves you holding on to the past because of some sort of self-doubt. This could be a restriction of you feeling like you're not finishing what you started. You may have that kind of guilt in your head about, you know, kind of holding on to something because you've put so much investment into something that you feels like you're kind of walking away. And so you have a little bit of some sort of self-doubt coming in with that Three of Wands reversing. Tell me one more about this Ace of Swords, please. Oh, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is typically the player. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That's somebody who is a player, but that's also somebody who's very self-assured. They're very free-spirited. With the free-spirited card coming out next to the Fool card, who is also very free-spirited, I am kind of picking up more so on that energy. And again, with the Knight of Wands here and the Queen of Wands, I do feel like you're kind of like pulling out of some sort of pain through healing, is kind of pushing you into some sort of a feeling of being more self-assured, feeling a little bit more confident, right? Even though there is this lingering energy of hanging on to the past. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. The World card. The Emperor wanted to reverse. The World card is about completion. And that is a lot of success and accomplishment through completion. But we do have the Emperor reversing. And that is somebody who has a lot of lack of control. They're super stubborn. Taurus stubborn? No. Is that you? Excessively controlling, rigid, stubborn. That Emperor reversing is not good. Somebody could have been pretty inflexible, having to do with how something was completed. Tell me one more about the Six of Pentacles, please. Four of Wands has to do with a marriage and commitment in the Moon card. Secrets. Okay. My goodness. Is this Devil card a cheater? Tell me about the Devil card, please. The Devil card. When I just asked if the Devil card was a cheater and it wants to tell me the Devil is clarifying the Devil, I have a feeling that it has to do with cheating energy. Okay, especially with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands out here. Yeah. Instantly I'm thinking secrecy, cheating, temptation. Somebody's pretty powerless against this temptation, okay? Tell me more about the Devil card. Two more, please, about the Devil. Please, Spirit Guides, tell me about this Devil card. Give me two more about this Devil card, please. Okay, interesting. Nine of Wands and the Hermit, okay. So there's a search for truth, but this is an ongoing battle with the Nine of Wands. That's that wounded warrior coming out. And somebody is pretty persistent in keeping this up. Bottom of the deck, Magician. Three of Swords after that. Six of Pentacles after that. Six of Pentacles repeating here. Seven of Cups. Somebody had plenty of options. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Wands, Tower, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Strength. Page of Pentacles too. Could be dealing with somebody who's pretty immature with all the pages out, like literally all the pages. Okay. So, okay, take this as it resonates again. And if you don't have concrete evidence, please don't go out and accuse anybody of anything. Intuition is enough for you to go looking for information to figure something out, whether or not it is what it seems it could be. But if you're trusting your instincts and you're looking for some sort of intuition, I do feel like this is that call. Okay. We do have the cheater energy coming out. This could be you, this could be your person. But this is somebody who is heavily dealing with some sort of addiction, temptation. And they have a lot of soul searching that needs to happen because of this ongoing battle. This is a continued kind of saga with some sort of need to have perseverance and persistence over this Devil card energy, right? Strong Capricorn energy coming out. First week, it feels like you're trying to move on from this. You're trying to leave this behind. You want to rise above. You want to overcome. But there is difficulty in doing so because you are focused on the past here with that Nine of Swords, and it does feel like there is some sort of inability to cope. There could be remorse and regret for some of you about a cheater energy because of this Queen of Wands showing up, okay? Somebody could have caught some deep feelings for this Queen because the Queen is sitting, okay? That's not a page like there is down here in the advice, all over the advice, right? With page, page, page. This is somebody who could have been emotionally invested in. This is somebody who really caught feelings for somebody else because they were very independent, very outgoing, very sexy, very attractive, right? With that Queen of Wands showing up. Second week, we have the Page of Cups coming in. The Page of Cups talks about a possible apology. This is also about a crush. This is about romance, okay? This is about, you know, some sort of youthful type of love offer. Gina over at Cancer Baby talks about this is the equivalent to somebody, you know, being like, you know, hey, send me some nudes. That's how they're flirting, okay? Very youthful type of energy, right? So that is a possibility, but we do have, clarifying that, the Six of Swords, talking about moving on. This is some sort of healing energy about moving on to calmer waters. And there is a peaceful resolution coming in, and you're being kind of guarded and protective and pulling back with your intuition, kind of holding things to yourself, but you're using a lot of wisdom, using your connectivity to higher power, to be able to look at a possibility of a new beginning with the Fool card coming in. The Fool card is also came out with the Four of Swords, talking about regrouping, recuperation, introspection, self-protection, okay? So don't be very, this is a look at you, you know, on one hand, you're looking at this as a new opportunity, but you want to be very careful about how you proceed because of everything that you have endured so far. This is you also feeling like you have to be very protective of yourself because there was some sort of fool that has gotten in, that has had a lack of commitment. They were very careless. And this brings you into a feeling of want to connect to your higher power and your intuition. This is somebody who's very, very wise to move on into their healing. And you're pulling back from everything to be able to focus on you more so during that second week. During the third week, this Ace of Swords indicates that I'm thinking that you could be receiving a lot of clarification. This could be a lot of truth, a lot of awareness coming through in the third week, which is bringing you into the energy of feeling like you're not going to be able to finish what you started here. There is some sort of slow progress, but you're absolutely willing to put the effort in. We do have the energy of somebody holding on to the past with the Three of Wands showing up. So during that third week, I do still feel like there's still a lot of healing that needs to happen because of this restriction. And I do feel like it is because of the holding on to this player energy, okay, with the Knight of Wands showing up. That Knight of Wands is, you're really focused on that, but it moves from the Queen to the Knight, right? So I do feel like this is very sitting energy starting out in the month, but moving towards the end of the month, it feels like this feeling is kind of going away because it is on the horse, right? I did mention how those are in and out energy, but I feel like once this energy is on a horse, it's starting to leave your field, okay? It's starting to leave your energetic field and you are moving on. Yet there is this self-doubt because it's just a little baby 3, okay? This is a little bit of energy of you hanging on to the past. But moving into the end of the month, we have that Six of Pentacles, which is about equality, generosity, rewards, okay, fairness, equality. So we do have some sort of fairness and equality. Things are being balanced because there is a completion. We move from the Fool, the beginning, to the very, very end of the major arcana. This is the completion of a cycle. Everything that you could have possibly experienced in this situation is over. You have learned the lessons and you're having a lot of success in applying those to your life, okay? This has to do with you realizing, you having the ability to see the Emperor in reverse for who they were, okay? This is about having a very excessively controlling, rigid, stubborn energy in your midst. This has to do with somebody feeling like this marriage had so many secrets and so many repressed emotions that you're in an energy of feeling like this is something that you're absolutely able to push on from here. Intuition is all over this reading here, so I do absolutely feel like there's a lot of success in you pushing on from this. I feel like there's a lot of understanding that you're completing the cycle of somebody who is very not good. This is an abuse of power. This is domineering, excessively controlling. The Emperor is the king of all kings, and when that reverses, good gracious, look out for that, okay? So when the Four of Wands is out here with the moon, it feels like there was a lot of hidden intentions and a lot of deception having to do with this connection, with this stability. It feels like this was a lie. It was a fake thing, and you're figuring this out. And you're closing the cycle on this at the end of the month, right? You have a final understanding which balances everything for you to be able to release this, okay? The Magician talks about you having everything in your power, everything in your ability here at the advice roll. Okay, we're going to roll out the advice here. You're quite capable with everything you've learned. You've got your wand, you've got your sword, you've got your pentacle, you've got your cup. You've got everything you need to be able to manifest and use to be able to heal from this heartbreak and this loss, right? We're moving on to a more equal, balanced approach on things. You have a lot of options and choices here with Seven of Cups. And I do feel like you're looking at a lot of possibilities here. You could have a lot of information coming in at you. This could be somebody looking into information on you with that Page of Swords and then the Page of Cups. Somebody might be trying to come back in and offer an apology, though I do feel like you're taking on that King of Wands energy here about being more in control. Notice we've moved from the Queen to the Knight to the King, okay? The King of Wands is somebody who's in control. That's very bold, optimistic. They're able to receive attention, but it's all for positive leadership type of energy, about being very decisive, very confident, very passionate, very driven. The Queen does this too, but they do it in a different way. It's somebody who uses it in a very flirtatious way to get what they want, right? They're able to seduce their way out of people. The King is able to charm their way out of people, right? That's somebody who's very confident and passionate, okay? The Tower card coming out talks about a disruption and total upheaval because we have to tear down what was there. And that has to happen. After 15, we go to 16, right? So again, Tower card showing up here. You're standing up for your beliefs. It's going to cause an upheaval, but you're being pulled into your emotional maturity here with the King of Cups, and you're moving on to calmer waters, which is bringing you into an energy of receiving a total celebratory type of energy, and that's going to have a brand new emotional beginning for you. You're going to have a lot of this introspection and be able to pull into your healing of your search for truth, your search for happiness, your introspection, all coming through here for you guys. Okay. Strength card is here. Eight of Swords is here. Two of Swords is here. So you're going to have a lot of strength and courage and bravery and overcoming of your self-doubt that's going to have you to have to take over this feeling of being trapped, this overthinking type of energy, because this stalemate of this crossroads is going to present itself. But there is a new beginning coming. You have the Page of Pentacles. And you're taking out a plan of action to lay out the foundation. There is good news coming in after you figure out what the decision should be. I do feel like you're going to take a more controlled look at this disruption and chaos, right? This is going to take a lot of inner strength and courage. And you're being warned to not overthink and don't feel trapped by your paths, because no matter what, there's a plan of action that's coming through here. Is this all the pages? Every page in the advice? Let's see, page. Are all the pages out? Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, all in the advice. So this is about starting over, absolutely. It's a youthful kind of energy, right? You're feeling excited, but this is transformative as well with all this major arcana. So I do absolutely feel like you're being called to take on the strength and courage to take on this upheaval. This is unexpected events where you're feeling very determined to push on. Don't get trapped in fear. Don't worry about this indecision coming up. Don't worry about the stalemate, the crossroad. It's going to be a good news to laying out a foundation, moving ahead. Let's look at some wisdom real quick. Close this out. Partnership coming through. Moving on. Everything is fine. Okay. Definitely be pulled into an energy of doing that healing. I do feel like there's absolutely a lot of energy about some sort of cheater energy, some sort of addiction overall. Let's see here. Let me pull 3. It said pull 3. Time to go. Bottom of the deck, round and round. Time for a nap. And then new life, okay? Starting over anew. So round and round talks about cycles. So I do feel like you could be stuck on a little bit of a repetitive cycle. Maybe you're dealing with something that's a repeat event here. Then you're challenged to break these cycles here, okay? So the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned, okay? So that's about taking a step back and looking at the repeat cycles and the repeat patterns and understanding them clearly, because you're finally being called to be able to do so, right? So this is, yeah, there's a repeating cycle here. It could very well have to do with these addictions, this cheating energy. This could be somebody who's doing this over and over again, and you're finally feeling like this is something that you have to move on from. This is an ongoing battle. This is something that is constantly there. You're feeling very drained from this, and it's something that you want to kind of use your inner strength to push on from. You could be doing a lot of soul searching, and this is something that you're emotionally leaving behind here. Starting out with that first week, rounding out to the end of the week is you just kind of being more giving of yourself, possibly, which puts you in an energy to stop being selfish and to stop being in an energy of thinking of oneself. This could be somebody being pulled into an energy of start giving of themselves more. You could tell somebody that is around you, you know, a good way for you to get out of your selfish behavior is to give back, right? So when somebody is cheating on you, and you want to help them heal, even though it may not be able to be done with you, a good way to advise them is to go and be more charitable to get out of that energy. Just start working on being less selfish, right? Work on their healing, if you are so kind as to give that information. Let me look here real quick. So the protection message real quick. So are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances, right? Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but about accountability, right? You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. if you recognize these patterns and start to heal them, okay? Ooh, time for a nap. We're gonna go back to 24. Am I right there? I am. Oh, it did it again. 25 to 24. I felt like I was right there. Time for a nap. Okay. Rest, rejuvenation, renewal, temporary non-action, right? This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now, okay? That is total meditative state as well. It's about just kind of clearing your mind and just existing. Quiet your mind, clear your mind, and just listen. Be calm, be still, be quiet, rest. Okay, that's what your spirit guides are calling on you for now. So, number 39 also pulled new life, okay? A new life. After we do the healing, we move on. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, right? You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Oh. This is about renewal. So springtime renewal. This is about being optimistic and positive about this new life coming in. This is a very joyful type of energy here. So this is about a rebirth moment. So the Spirit is asking you to kind of embrace in that kind of energy here. So we have time to go. 45. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the momentum to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Okay. Time to go. And that is absolutely beautiful because of this devil card energy. So that's about releasing things that no longer serve you. And with all this major arcana coming out here, talking about moving on and healing and processing things, because there's been a lot of secretive activity here. And it does feel like this is going to take some strength and courage to kind of push through, to kind of find yourself in a better state of balance, where you're feeling more balanced in life, where everything is kind of feeling like you are giving and receiving, not just giving to something, not just like focusing everything and pouring everything into an addiction, into some sort of energetic pull from any kind of, frequency alignment you could be having, or some sort of, abundance path you could be on. These addictions are distractions. These are things keeping you from your divine path, right? That's what that devil card is out here talking about. This is something that you have to be able to pull into your magician energy. Have that willpower. Use a lot of logic. Use your skill. Use your ability. You have a lot of that here, as it's absolutely telling you that you have all of these abilities. This heartbreak is something that's there and it needs to be dealt with. You're going to find it through support, community sharing, equality, balance, fairness. You have a lot of options coming into you here. And this is telling you about being truthful. Take a softer approach here to things, yet stay in a very confident energy. Understand that the sudden upheaval needs to happen, and it's going to take a lot of strength and perseverance to push through. You may feel trapped. You may feel like there's an indecision to be happening here, but definitely start laying out the foundation and take a plan of action. Take a plan of action, even if it is small and even if it is minor. It is a step in the right direction. This is a step out of the cycle of round and round whenever you start laying out these foundations and achievements for your future planning, okay? The page here with the pentacle is ambitious. That's somebody who's reliable and dependable. So definitely focus in on that energy, and you can't go wrong. If you're torn between a couple of different relationships here, this is going to leave you in this energy of feeling trapped. This is going to make you feel like you're going to have this divided loyalty here, but you definitely have a plan of action that needs to be taken. You have to take advantage of this opportunity, and there is good news coming in here, okay? All right, let's look at the message from your future higher self to close out the reading for you all. Well, let's look here from my beautiful Taurus. Tell me, Spirit, pull here, here. Not even going to look. Here, here. Any hitchhikers? No. Bottom of the deck, don't forget to fulfill your needs while helping others, okay? With that Six of Pentacles out here a couple of times about whenever you are out there giving of yourself, don't feel, maybe if you are feeling like you need to do charity to make up for something, don't give so much that you break, okay? Don't forget to take care of yourself as well, because you're on a healing journey, if that is the case. And if you're being called into an energy of kind of focusing on others so that you can pull yourself out of a feeling of being hurt, and you're trying to distract yourself by giving back and doing more charitable work, don't forget to take care of yourself, right? We have that rest, that time for a nap. So take that time to really kind of focus on your healing, as well as your physical healing, your mental and emotional healing, right? I promise you it does get better, okay? This is a message from your future higher self. Things will get better. And then this is telling you, learn new things. It will help you in the future. So more of that energy about focusing on things that will kind of bring you out of an energy of focusing on things that are painful and don't deserve our energy. Learning new things will help you in the future, and this will also help you to distract you from pain and processing of any type of emotional pain you are enduring. Don't forget to do the healing as well. You have to go through that emotional processing and heal, but do it at a pace where you're comfortable with it. Don't just, you know, gut yourself day one if you're having to go through a healing journey. Take your time, process things, remove yourself, go and focus on a new learning task, a new project, invest yourself in some work, come back, kind of do some meditation, maybe do some journaling where you're kind of purging some of your emotion onto some paper, and do a ritual where you go into a fire-safe place and burn that energy so you can release it. That's very therapeutic, and that's about processing, but also it's about combining that with learning new things, because your future higher self is telling you that that's going to help you coming up in the future. A detour is available to you right now that can be a benefit, okay? So this could be the couple of different paths and these options that are being presented to you. So don't be stressed or worried about any detours that get presented to you. Kind of trust the journey and understand that life is a journey, and everything is about, you know, the process of going through things. You're getting an experience. You're getting an experience of taking a path, and you're learning things, right? So there's never a bad way to go. It's just a choice, okay? You can either go this way or you can go that way, but either way, it's about the journey. It's about figuring things out. So don't worry about that. Life isn't a sprint, it's a long race, and you're not just in it to win. Wasn't I just saying? And you're exactly where you need to be. Cute. So if you're feeling like you're doubtful about your location and what you're working on, don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. Universe has got you. Just go with the flow, because you're exactly where you need to be. And you're not just in it to win the entire game of life. Just go along with the journey. This is not about getting to the finish line and throwing your arms in the air saying, I won. Because nobody's sitting there with a picture or a trophy. It doesn't happen that way, okay? It's about the journey. It's about taking these experiences and having a ride of your life, right? Quite literally. And then don't forget to fulfill your needs while helping others. Right underneath that, don't worry so much about not finding love. It will find you. I don't know if you know anything about law of attraction, but that's very law of attraction. If you go chasing love, it will run from you. If you pull away and you are good with being alone, love will chase you. If you don't want it, if you're, you know, what we fear is attracted to us, right? So, ooh, I'm afraid of $1 million. And I'm afraid of a nice, loving, supportive, generous, passionate, totally devoted relationship. I'm so afraid of that. Let's see what happens. All right, collective, my beautiful Taurus energies and cross watchers. I think this is your reading for the month of November. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, 45 minutes, yikes. I hope this helped and resonated. I'm definitely glad I got you a 45-minute reading. Last month it was pretty short. I apologize for that. Be sure and like, share, comment, subscribe so I'm better able to attune to you. Be sure and reach out. I appreciate all your love and support. All of that energetic currency helps me to attune. So head on over to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. Give me some energetic exchange over there if you haven't already. And I'm posting all the time about daily affirmations. Information on how to get a hold of me for a personal reading is also in the description box below, as well as all the decks that I use if you are so inclined. And I'm wishing you all love, light, abundance, and positive vibes. I hope you'll have a beautiful month. I will see you soon. Take care.